West Texas. Striking gold in the oil fields can sometimes be as unpredictable as the weather.
He feels like he can do anything, I really think, and he's shown that.
A venture that is not for the faint of heart.
I said in my best man speech that everything he touches is gold. And, you know, there's really truth to that.
This February, 2 former Texas Tech football players won big. No, neither of them played in Super Bowl 51 like Danny Amendola.
Brady, end zone touchdown, Amendola.
But Cody Campbell and John Sellers did hit pay dirt when they landed the Permian Basin's second largest sale this year, selling 71,000 acres of mineral rights for $2.8 billion. That's billion with a capital B, making them two of the richest Texans under 40. But the well wasn't always churning out dollar signs like it is today.
John and I started doing the oil and gas stuff out of necessity.
Campbell and Sellers go way back, meeting in junior high. They even played football together at Canyon High School just south of Amarillo, and then continued their football careers together at Texas Tech.
We were buddies, played right next to each other on the offensive line and defensive line. You know, had always been friends, but I don't think we had visions of going into business together until we were in college.
Upon graduation, Campbell spent a season and a half in the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts, but after tearing a pectoral muscle, he was cut by the team. So he tried his hand at real estate, but that was until 2008 when the housing market crashed.
We couldn't get anything done. You know, the banks were going crazy. You know, prices were in a free fall.
So 7 years ago, he rolled the dice once more, teaming up with Sellers to start Double Eagle Development, their business surviving lease to lease just to stay above water. But finally in 2013, they scored a few insurance runs, landing a multi-million-dollar deal and establishing themselves among the industry's best.
We certainly didn't have ambitions of doing what we've done. We thought it would always be much more humble, and we would kind of hustle around and try to make a good living, but it's turned into something much bigger than that. We're really proud of it.
And no matter when the chips were down, or now when he appears to be one of the chip leaders, his family always knew that everything would be all right.
You know, it's always that little brother watches, of course my big brother can do this.
Truthfully, we weren't surprised at all.
Not a bit.
At all, because we just knew that they have worked their hearts out.
I kind of just had the same faith that if, you know, oil and gas didn't work, he was going to make the next stride to something else. And Cody was always just, he's a go-getter.
Yes, you believe they can do it, but then you look back and say, well, they did it.